Yeah, excuse us. Sorry. Uh, just taking a nap down there. But welcome back to the Real Deal Podcast, you guys. As always, I'm your host, Keeona, and I'm back with Zach, and I'm here with Jeremiah for the first time.
Hey.
Have a good nap down there?
Yeah, pretty enough.
But we're so happy that we are back this week, and we are going to be talking about YouTube, but unfortunately we're going to take it to a controversial topic in YouTube that pretty much everybody has heard by this time. The Try Guys Ned Fulmer has been removed from the channel because of cheating allegations with having a relationship with somebody in the workplace. And this one it hurt. It really did. Just because, like, I know the Try Guys, and, you know, they're funny, and, you know, they do great content. I will never forget that episode where I watched, I think it was either Eugene, who bought all the food from McDonald's and Taco Bell, being like, have you ever wondered what all the food at McDonald's tastes like? Well, don't worry about it, because the next time you will have to go there, you won't have to debate what you want to eat there, because I got you covered. He literally ate all that food. Like, that's like a mukbang dream of mine to do that one day, but...
That's just a snack for me. No, but
that's just a snack.
A normal Friday night.
Yeah, a normal Friday night. The Try Guys, I've known about them for a year now. I'm not a fan of them. I watched a bunch of their content just because I was friends with someone that liked them, and I was being nice, like, oh, they're fine, but I personally don't like them. But I find this drama really crazy because this was the guy in the crew that his whole personality was, I love my wife. And the funniest thing is, I think they had like a presentation where they were going over how to keep a healthy relationship, and that's mind-blowing. I don't know if cheating was on that, but I guess he did it. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm really conflicted. I mean, especially with stories that come out in the media about celebrities, like who cheat on their like significant others or wives. Like, for example, Adam Levine. Like, I'm not gonna go into like everything about it, and I'm personally a little biased because I do love Maroon 5 and I do love Adam, but then, like, when you hear a story of a cheating allegation, like, you only know what you know. You only know what you hear based on the magazines and the articles that you read online. So we don't know the whole story about what happened. And for me, I think people are just, like, busting him out for cheating because he did that years ago. He didn't like cheat on his wife. At least I hope that he didn't. He didn't cheat on his wife just recently, because why would you want to cheat on your wife now when you're about to have your third baby?
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, I will say this, his song Wait that he did with Maroon 5 was all about an altercation where he did cheat on his wife, and he pretty much wrote a song about that. But then it was all about, you know, begging her to take him back, and she did. But like I said, we only know what we hear on the news. So when people try to make stuff up like that, I mean, that's what I don't it's just a frustrating thing because you want to know the truth, but then, like, cheating is never okay. I will say that. Never, ever. But, you know, if you want to know the truth, then, like, you'll either hear from him or you won't. And, you know, you can't just force those answers out of him because he's trying to deal with it in a private matter, because it's his life. And you know, you don't need to know every single thing that happened. If he cheated, he cheated. So there you go. But then, like, if he's elaborating more on the situation, that just makes it even more suspicious, if you get what I mean. So.
Yeah.
Same, like, it's kind of like with Ned Fulmer. Like, he had, like, this whole picture of, like, being like, oh my gosh, I love my wife. She's the most beautiful person in the world. Like, that's another thing too. It's about like people only show you what they want you to see, and that is not always who they are. So
Yeah.
It's like a sad thing. And I was gonna mention Neo, like, his wife just like this happened like a few months ago, but Neo's wife blasted him for 8 years of cheating and everything like that. Like, it's not the same thing, but, like, you get what I mean.
Yeah. I just feel bad for the other Try Guys because, like, wasn't he one of the, like, original members of the whole thing? And just having to kick your friend out, I wonder what's going through their heads right now. And I heard, like, in the video they released today, going over the whole situation, they did say that they were going to try to either they're canceling videos with him if they can't do anything about like re-editing around him. But like like I said recently, re-editing videos, they're gonna try to find a way around Ned just so it can focus on the three guys. But that's such a weird situation to be in.
It is. Yeah. And they also revealed that the way that they found out about Ned's cheating is that their fans were actually like, tagging them in posts, or like, their fans read about it and they were like, posting like stories about it, they were tweeting about it, and that's the danger of social media. And it kind of feels like a sense of betrayal in the sense because you had to find out online rather than, your friend or like, your work or your work people who you're supposed to like, have trust in. But they also said that they didn't know that this was all going on. Even though they said it was a consensual relationship with that person, who cares? You have a wife and I don't think he has kids, right?
I think he has a kid. Like, I think I heard that in one of the Try Guys promotional material, he held his kid. And
that I think makes it much worse.
Exactly, because you're not only are you hurting your wife, you're hurting your kid, because one day the mom is going to have to tell, like, oh, unfortunately your father wasn't faithful to me, and like, stuff happened, and it's just a frustrating thing, because when men cheat, like, it's like you can't go back from that. I mean, it just depends on the situation, at least in my opinion, but like still, once you cheat, like your relationship will never be the same. Like your partner won't look at you a different way, like you'll have to like ask them questions a different way. Like, so men, if you have any common sense, please don't cheat, because like, what did we ever do to you? But like, if you're bored, then like, why would you be in a relationship with that woman in the first place? If you want to go sleep with other women, then like, that's your business. But like, I don't mean to get like, all like defensive about this, but just don't cheat.
Yeah, I've been cheated on twice. It was not fun either time. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I said either time. Yeah, I don't know. Just like going into the second time, like, oh, maybe it'll hurt.
Okay. Well, I've only been in one relationship in my life, and he never cheated on me, thank God. It was a mutual decision, and that's great. I mean, as long as we're mutual and we're kind to one another, that's great. So I'm happy that didn't happen to me. But has it happened to you?
No, thankfully. I've also been in only one relationship, but I thankfully have never been cheated on. But
But have you two ever been in situations where your friends have been in relationships? Have they ever mentioned that somebody could be cheating on me, or they did cheat on me?
Yes. I'm not going to go into detail.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
For me, no, thankfully. Granted, my relationship was with someone from another school, so I didn't know anyone from that school, and she didn't know anyone from my school. I mean, I did introduce her to some of my friends later in the year, but,
Me being called the love doctor in high school, I've had my many shares of friends coming up to me being like, oh my God, this man was such an a-hole. Like, he cheated on me. He broke my heart. And then I'm always there to just, like, pick up the pieces or be like the robe bringer being like, okay, I got you. Like, not that I didn't mind it, but I'm like, girl, he ain't worth nothing. Leave him. So, but, I mean, our hearts do really go out to, like, the whole Try Guys and, to Ned's wife and his kid and, whatever's, like, happening. Whatever's happening, I hope that they get that resolved and, like, who knows what'll happen between them. I mean, we can only wish them nothing but the best. But while we're on the topic of YouTube, are there any like YouTube like YouTubers that you guys like to watch or you're subscribed to, or like any like YouTube videos in general that you like to watch?
I watch a big variety of stuff. I watch like Moist Critical. I watch some film reviews like with Chris Stuckman and stuff. Like Red Letter Media. Like, it's just a big variety and stuff. So that's personally me. What about you?
I usually watch Markiplier, of course, but I focus
Hello,
more
everybody.
on.
My name is Markiplier.
Just everyone looks to the camera. Just.
But I focus more on stuff that I like to watch, mostly like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and stuff like that. I focus more on those stuff. But I have dived deep into the VTuber rabbit hole.
The what?
The VTuber rabbit hole, where
Oh.
yes, it's Do not get into it. I do not. It is a hole in which you will never be able to get out from. Trust me.
Same thing with TikTok videos,
Yeah.
but not the point. Not the point. I mean, for me, I like to watch lifestyle blogs, like content creators, beauty creators, because me being a DIYer and me trying to get more into makeup since I am becoming more older, I'll watch like beauty tutorials. And some of my favorite YouTubers that I'll mention here, they've all been in college and they do like college in their life videos or like a week in their life videos. Like one of my favorites is this girl named Cameron Hope. She went to Townsend University in New Jersey, and another one named Lauren Norris, who I assume is like my spirit twin because we both love pink, and she has like this upbeat spirit that I just love. I watch her videos all the time, and she goes to the University of Alabama. And another YouTuber that coincidentally goes to Ball State, her name is Julia K. Christ. And she does YouTube videos, and she does the same thing, like college week in my life, and a week in my life, and she actually just got married, like
Wow.
yeah, she did. So that's
Congratulations.
yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations, like. And I actually discovered her like when I was actually about to transfer to Ball State, because me coming from a small university, I was really looking for like tips and tricks and like info about about Ball State itself. And I watched her video about like what's Ball State like, and she also does like these little tips and tricks videos on MacBook where how to stay organized and like keep your work in place. So I definitely watch her for advice and like any tips and tricks to keep my organization in my personal and school life, because sometimes it can be a mess. And then another thing that I'll go into real quick is I actually watch reaction videos of like people just going crazy for like their favorite movies, TV shows, and whatever that may be. And one of my personal favorites is this guy named Adam, aka Abnormally Adam. He's from Australia, and he just goes crazy, and like the commentary that he has on those videos, like I watch him every single day, and he's just like a upbeat, positive spirit, like who just knows how to make you laugh. But the things he says are so unexpected that it just makes you laugh. Like he'll like react to TV shows, he'll react to music videos, he'll react to guys and girls that are cute, which I love him for. And then like it's the same. And then another thing that I get into is cooking and food videos. Like that's a rabbit hole that you don't want to fall in, but unfortunately you do. Like explain TikTok, you'll just be like on a trend on your phone, just like swiping up, being like, I could possibly make that. Could I possibly make that? We'll see. But excuse me. One YouTuber that I've watched for the past like 3 years is Rosanna Pansino, because she does baking and I just wish there was smell-o-vision, because the cakes that she makes have to smell good and taste good. Another thing too, taste-o-vision. Like, oh, I might actually save that. That was actually good. And then there's another YouTuber called Natasha's Kitchen, where she does like different foods like chicken, spaghetti, lasagna. That lasagna looks so good. Like, could I make that? No, I'll need more practice. And then Pop Sugar, which is obviously a pop culture website, they actually have a YouTube channel called Pop Sugar Food, and the food critic and reporter named Brandy Malloy, who another person who I also love, she does these shows called Eat the Trend and Get the Dish, where she pretty much goes to different restaurants and she'll see how to recreate those popular recipes, like the Cheesecake Factory cheesecake or Mongolia's Bakery cupcakes, like anything in that nature. And then Eat the Trend is actually about where she finds the latest the latest food trends, and she'll know how to recreate them at home. And one of them that I really want to make are Cool Ranch Doritos chicken tenders, which is actually like
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, me too. Like,
they look easy to make and they look so good. And when she bit into it, I heard that crunch. I was like,
wait,
I'm sold. Because there's two things in life that you don't mess with me when you meet me, and that's my man and my food.
Could I? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. So, speaking of rabbit holes, there's some YouTube drama that happened over the summer over this game. Basically, it's a fantasy game called Elden Ring. It's very, very hard, and it's one of the most critically acclaimed games of the year. And this spawned a stupid amount of YouTube drama across so many different channels. So
Really?
it all started when this one YouTuber who usually goes over like TVs and like how to change the settings and everything, he made a review of this game, and it was historically very misleading and terrible. Like, you could tell he played about 10 minutes of the game and then just trashed it. But the worst thing about the review is that he started saying to people, if you play this game and you enjoy it, you have no friends, no family, nobody cares about you. And he even said at one point in the review, at the, like, just, I'm not going to say it here, but he basically said for viewers to hurt themselves, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so people rightfully pulled the review and started like talking about like, this isn't a good review. And so this begins the countless amount of copyright strikes, false copyright strikes on his video. And it got enough attention where some bigger YouTubers like The Act Man, Some Ordinary Gamer, Moist Critical started covering it. And this man, Quantum TV, the guy who reviewed it, he got so salty that everyone was critiquing him that he called the Act Man's mother and tried to say that, like, he's hurting my reputation, saying lies about me. And there's a line with YouTube drama. You do not bring family into
No.
it. And he tried to say, like, it's public information. Here's her phone number. Here's the
You
Act
shouldn't
Man's
do
real
that
name.
in general.
no.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
do that in general.
And
first of all, like
it got so crazy. So, like, a lot of the bigger YouTubers, they band together and make a video, like, going over the history of Quantum TV and, like, what he's done on YouTube and how he's broken the terms of service so many times. And YouTube started defending Quantum TV and said, he's done nothing wrong, even though there's hour-long videos going over what he's done wrong. And so, in the end, like, YouTube sided with him, and, like, everyone kind of lost. But it was, and the thing is, the drama's over, but occasionally he posts a video about it trying to complain, and it's like, the drama's over, your channel's dead, man, your reputation is dead. And it's so strange. Like, I swear to God, if we put an image of Quantum TV on this podcast as an example, he would sue Ball State University. So I just wanted to add that because it was just the craziest drama of the summer. It was a complete rabbit hole. I'm just going over the cliff notes, but yeah,
it's totally
That
cool.
was hilarious. I don't know. I think Elden Ring is a very fun game. I think
is.
from the same line as
Me completely in the
Bloodborne
dark.
and stuff like that. And it's a very fun game. I've seen streams of it. It's very fun, honestly. I would play it if I wasn't very bad at video games. But
then, like, to go back to what you were saying, like, you will have, he said you basically have no life, you'll have no friends, like, I mean, people say that for almost any video game that people play,
Yeah.
and, like, they say that as an exaggeration, so.
yeah, that's what, like, that's
For example, Fortnite, when it was first
Oh my-
blowing up, like,
oh yeah.
the amount of Snapchats of people posting their dubs. That's insane. It's just like, just posting a win. It's just like, oh my God, this guy won Fortnite. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
You got
I
the
mean, I'm
victory
happy for
royale.
you, but at the same time, I really couldn't care. Like, and then, like, you know, actually, like, I just remember most of my friends would Snapchat me their avatars doing their dances. I'm like, now I see how TikTok dances are born. Some of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I played the game when it came out, and it was also around TikTok's birth. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So.
I could never get into Fortnite because my brother and my stepdad played it religiously. I just remember I came home one time, like one summer after I was done with college, and like they were talking and they were like having fun, and then I was trying to talk to them. They didn't even pay attention to me, and then like, I mean, I get it, but then at the same time, I was like, what's going on? Because I was curious. I was trying to ask questions like, okay, what was the point of all this? But then at the same time, I'm like, why would I want to ask questions that I may or may not want to know the answer to? Because this is something that guys can only understand when it comes to Fortnite and any other video game. But yeah, I've learned my lesson for that. When dudes are in their zone playing video games, don't bother them. Unless it's your boyfriend. But what else was I gonna say real quick? Like for me, I'm not really a big video game girl. Like it's been a long time since I played video games like that. I tried to, like I said, I tried to get into Fortnite, and then I even tried to get into 2K. That's like drama in itself. Like, whew.
Yeah, I cannot get into those sports games, and especially because they don't change every year. It's just
yeah,
the same
no.
thing for $70. every year, and it's just like. And I remember I was talking to a guy like because a bunch of people were talking about 2K, and it's just like, and I was like, I never got into it. Like I think it's the same game every year, and they're like, fair, stay away. I don't want. I'm spending $70 again, and I'm sad.
You know, it kind of like I can hear like some of my guy friends saying like, it's not a game, it's a lifestyle. And like like, it's so sad how you guys don't have girlfriends.
I just looked into the camera.
But then like they were like, you don't understand, Keeona, you don't understand. I'm like, oh, I understand. You two like, But then like, it's like with EA Madden, like when it comes to Madden and football, I'm like, that was the one game I tried, like, cause I was really intrigued in football, which I kind of am still. But then like, it's just like different controllers on an Xbox or a PlayStation, like, and then like they'll ask me, are you a PlayStation or an Xbox girl? I'm like, can I do neither? I mean, like, I'll choose PlayStation just because my stepdad has a PlayStation at home, so I'm a little bit biased because that's nostalgic, but I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 when it comes to that. I can't choose between PlayStation or an Xbox, so
That's fair.
That's fair.
yeah. But unfortunately, we are out of time, but I want to thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.